Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mughal Empire as we have been expanding greatly these past few episodes. But now I think it's time to, hey, slow down a bit, alright? As great as this country is, but you are expanding a little bit too aggressively. It's almost like you dare the world to stop your ambitions. And that's the thing that we've been saying. We've been boasting. It says, who's going to stop the Mughals? No one. And even surprising, only one country that is like, we should be allying with this empire. They could be useful to us. So this is our newest ally, Yakan, which are they're of the Kyrgyz culture, Chagatai. Yeah, they're Sunnis just like us. Even though they're a little bit intimidated thanks to the aggressive expansion, but they decided to ally with us, so they think we're valuable, and I'm sure we'll build up our relationship in the future. But also, we've reached our most recent expansion besides, from there to there and to there, even though we have not taken these three yet, which would complete our mission for the Bengal campaign, in which when we win it, we will have permanent claims on East and West Bengal, which is down here, in these areas, that we must take one day. But also we may start becoming hostile towards Malwa, as they hold these territories that are very important to me. So it's like, yeah, we'll start beginning the Rajputana campaign against Malwa. Even though the independent Rajput states are pretty much gone. Kannada culture. Yeah, culture's a bit different because the dynasties jumping around and all that. So no independent Rajput states except for this one. Even though we are a clerical state. And you converted to Islam. When we subjugated you, you were Sikhs. And then you've converted to Islam. So, and I'm sure one day we will integrate you. And since there's room, as we care about vassalage, that we're starting to become, self-reliant and not use allies as much, and we will start creating vassals as a way of using that old vassal swarm tactic in wars, which is just to get them and their generals to assist us in case we have a less general or that we're underperforming, as all of our armies are currently drilling right now. And speaking of armies, look at the statistics right now. We have the second largest army in the world. We could be the largest army in the world if we have the maximum force limit or beyond. But the only problem is, well, you can't afford it. Where we have the fourth in most provinces, fourth highest in province value, fourth highest income. But we're still not quite there for highest trade income. Just wait till we control both Bengal and Gujarat, and you'll be a rich country one day. Now, our most recent gains was Sindh, which was originally held by Baluchistan. Now here's one problem. We can't core these provinces because it's disconnected from our land. So you can't do that. So I practically made a boneheaded move, but I just thought of something, which is a way of saying, well, we have no choice but to compromise. But we'll do that in the coming year or so. Sindh will be the newest vassal of the Mughal Empire. These four provinces here must go to Sindh, and therefore the Sindh campaign will be complete, thus giving us free diplomatic power and conquest Sindh to add more trade power, a lot of trade power, in Gujarat for about 20 years, which what good would that do? Even though we will one day expand down the, the lands of Malwa, Rajputana, make our way down to Gujarat to eventually reach there, which there's a world port there, and another in Surat. Which, of course, once you deal with Malwa, nothing stands in your way except for the Hindus, especially the Vijayanagar. Which I'm sure we'll deal with them one day. Conquered Lanka and the Maldives too. Boy, you've grown. It looks like they're the only ones that can stand up against us, so we ought to be careful when we expand next time, because Vijayanagar is our enemy. We do not have any claims against them, other than accumulate rival. Because that requires, you know, if the Valmanis are still going to be around by then maybe, just maybe, that we could try to get together again somehow, but you are hostile to us and neighboring heretic religion. Another reason why we broke relations, because we're neighbors now. And also too high aggressive expansion and wants Patliputra and all these other places. We'll deal with the Sindh thing later. So in other words, yes, we're gonna have a break from all these conquests. First things first. Gotta improve relations with you. And then we're gonna start building up favors. Because I know exactly what I'm gonna do with Sindh. And also, I'm thinking about giving up on the attempted conversion to here, as we are not making any progress at all. Even if we have the mysticism all the way up through, it's not going to be enough, so we're probably going to have to give it up. And just, we'll convert some other places. Knowing that there's going to be Hindu zealots from that area. And when they pop up, your conversion progress will go back down to 0. So go convert somewhere else. It's a waste of money. Investment. Maybe perhaps convert those up there. The Shia zealots. So, again, we have to try something else here. And when events come up, that if we get the mysticism up, we need to get a lot of manpower, knowing that we are we lost half of that manpower due to these conquests, as well as creating, or expanding armies, in fact, such as these Rajput regiments, which they play a role in our victories, all thanks to their influence and the amount of land that they have, including we gave away 1% of our crownlands to the Rajputs. And the Brahmins want a manufacturer in Skardu. If I have a lot of money, I'll do it. But of course, it's gonna cost this much. But your income will be fine. All I need to do is to get rid of that corrupt bureaucracy. Which you cannot, because actually that's it's gonna be a stain for us for a while. That'll slow our economy down. For that matter. Yeah, sure. There's a reason for that, though. Why are we doing that? So, hang on, let me start currying favors. Again, this is for the Sindh situation. And we're trying to improve relations with them. Okay. 93%. Hormuz? No, sir. Very notoriously picky. Hey, do we still have a royal marriage between us? Yes, we do. Okay. Just make it true. Another way to improve relations. Yeah, I gave you all military access and all that. Just to improve relations further. I don't need your soldiers. Because we'll increase it from there. Naturally. No Hindu zealots anymore, but we'll deal with tickerists. Give me the best guess. Need more notifications for countries who are that we're neighbors of or are an interest. Including Bohemia, the HRE Emperor. Which I don't really need to know that, honestly. Just only the areas that are relevant of here or who are neighbors to us. I'm gonna try and improve relations with them as much as I can, then we'll release Sind as a subject. You don't finish the economic ideas. This is going to increase the production efficiency, which is going to help with the income a little. Big time. Agricultural cultivation and therefore free policy available. Crop output has been maximized by shifting focus from small-scale farms to the establishment of large plantations. Now that you complete both quantity and economic, so therefore we have even more of a land force limit. Which do I even need to look? Yes. No. Since you complete economic ideas, so that's development cost minus 20 reduction plus minus 10 also in reduction. So if I was to develop, like, say here, well, won't cost as much, especially if you were to, you know, put encourage development to reduce it even further. Of course, if you were to develop even more, that makes conversions harder for this one that we tried and of course botched it unless there's a premature death of this ruler and then she takes over, and with her being a zealot, then we may have a chance to convert, which again I wanted to do in the first place, so that way this money would be active. But of course that building, the Taj Mahal, wasn't active or built at around, oh, say 100 years later, around there. It's been a while since I've read Mughal history on Shah Jahan. I only know much of Akbar, Jahangir, and Aurangzeb. So that's just my familiarity. Anything after that, that's when it's just on a decline. I mean, after Aurangzeb, where it's reduced to all the way there. But anyways, as well as portrayals on movie and television, mostly Indian media. Kutch has embraced the Renaissance, whereas we have yet to embrace it. And that would have much more development cost reduced. Surprising Bengal has not embraced it. Malwa has. So until the relations is good enough. So around 1558 to 1500. So he's calm, so stability cost reduced. Good. Because quite honestly, we need more stability. Because when you have more stability, the faster institutions spread. And more national unrest reduction. So when we get more of this, well, after we release Sind as a vassal. Yeah, we got a lot of uprisings to deal with. So 1558 and 1559 I was when it was young during the rule of Akbar, later Akbar the Great in actual Mughal history. That was when the Mughal Empire was making a comeback after it was driven out by the Shuri Empire, but now it came back and, well, although not to the expansion to the extent that we have now, but we're working on it. When it's 90, stop drilling. Helping hand. Alright, slow down here. One of our most famous and respected maces has approached Sikandar Shah this morning. He's stating his concerns about the state monument in Doba. My dear Padishah, it breaks my heart to see such a beautiful structure carelessly abandoned, left in to face alone the dangers of time and weather. I beg of you, please allow me to help restore it. I tend to forget about that structure. Has owner's religion, is in the Dharmic religion group. Oh, so this structure is useless to us. Never mind then. Of course, if you want to add more unrest, that's tick your lists. As if we got enough problems already. Not spending my money, I'm saving it for the manufacturing. And now the new level of armed professionalism. Now we can build supply depots. So finally, some professionalism. Salaried soldiers. We're no longer going to be the army of levies. We're trying to catch up in professionalism. Be as professional as the Croatian army in the other series. Why do you ally with me? Are we that friendly? Friend of the Ottomans, alright. Ally with Malwa. There's your reason. I fear, like, when our alliance ends with Malwa, they'll most likely ally with Gujarat or Kutch, or worse, Bukhara. Oh no, they don't like each other. Okay, not Bukhara. A jam is another possibility. Just waiting patiently. Waiting for more money to keep coming in for the income. Like, I would spend it till I have 700 gold. And I will build that manufactory as the Brahmins have requested. I would love to build more manufactories when we have all of Bengal. We'll be very rich. As this early form of textile industry, renaissance, all that. I wait that day to come. Stop drilling. You stay drilling. Because we're gonna face these. No, never mind. You keep drilling. This is the one that's gonna take them out. Mystics and storytellers. Many among the ulema would question the great influence that storytellers have over the life of common men. The traditional hero stories of our people are centuries old, but they risk making a cult out of a series of distorted fates of historical figures. A prominent cleric in Baghal Khan has taken a strong stand against storytellers of the realm, and causes that religious scholars of the past have warned that obsessive listening to stories could lead to false worship. There's nothing wrong in idealizing our ancestors. General Jahangir no longer serves us. Wasn't he an old one? No, Hassan Shah's the old one. Well, you got all this military power, so... think of an interesting name. Well, let's get another man named Jahangir. 1 fire, 4 shock, 2 maneuver, 1 siege. Makes you a 1-star general. But if you drill your army well and pick up a skill, you'll become a 2-star. At that rate. What did I tell you? Anyways, what has the HRE done? They abandoned Italy, integrated Burgundy in their empire, crushed the remaining agitators over there, Reichsreform, instituted Reichsregiment. No, I'm saving that space for Sindhu. Baluchistan has embraced colonialism. Really? Colonialism is present. Who founded it? It came from Lancashire. And now there's this printing press. Just pretty much tells you we are really behind. And it's with good reason. Put him down, Jahangir. No leadership trait yet. Back to your post. That means you are going to be the one to deal with the... since you're the grand old man of the army. Once we're done improving relations, then begin making friends, have you? My goodness. Where do they get their strength from? Then again, once we expand on the Malwa and expand our army even more, then we'll be more of a match against Vijayanagar. So I believe that having a little bit more vassals could be ideal. And also it has to be affordable. And they're possibly better drilled than us, as far as army professionalism is concerned. Not quite there yet. As much as I'd like to get more manpower instantly, but I don't think we need to do that. Don't worry about the Sindhi separatists. I'll get them released to be subject as promised. Just need to finish improved relations with Malwa, and then we'll release it and tell them to return the core provinces. Go. Now let's just try to make a little more fortune, alright? 2 more years, root out corruption, and we make very good money. Thanks to the production efficiency. Ever since we adopted that idea. That grits my teeth, but we'll embrace it fully one day, unless I would get more money by other means. Though there are alternatives. Giants. Monopoly on textiles, meaning no income from cloth or silk for 10 years. That is a grand idea. Never thought I would do this, but it says can't be revoked. But when that time comes, you'll know. Alright? The ulama have no influence over us anymore. Interestingly so. And how much is it? Fine. Wait a while. And how long I got until 1572? Yeah, wait a while. If the Sindhi separatists get up to 90, release them immediately. Don't convert anyone yet. And part of the reason I say that is because the religious unity is fine. Stop drilling. You're gonna be the one that takes it out. We want our largest and most experienced army to continue drilling to get as much out of them as possible. Just finish it, alright? Just a couple of more months. And then we'll start using those favors. When the Sindhi separatists reach 90, release them. Oh my goodness. We gotta get more stability for this. I mean, I'll take the no income hit from cloth or silk I'll give the Jains that privilege later on. Yeah, release send right now. Well, that's our specialty. Prestige for development. Every time we convert. It's alright. Yeah, go for that one. Simply for the sake of it. Of my culture group, as in Iranian. Oh no, owns all Hindustani provinces. Oh, don't worry, it'll happen down the line. Just need these two. Three, I should say. We have these three. Good. Yeah, time to get the stability up. Sindh. They will be Sunni in the Sindhi culture. So that's a start. Alright, this I ask you. Return these core provinces. That's the reason why I improve relations in the first place. If any of them recall from the Croatian series, if you've been watching that as well, that the deals with the Ottomans of returning the core provinces, well, we're going to do the same thing with Malwa. Fortunately, they don't cost as much favor since it's low developed territory. Alright, it's connected. We'll ask again in a month. No unrest here, but they could pop up anywhere. And with the overextension went away, let's boost that stability. Actually, okay, there we go. Now, you want another? I mean, if we get max stability, the Mughal particulars will go away. Although it'll leave you with a few. Just snapping my finger, figure out what to do next. Again, we'll get this soon. Which, it'll be worth it when we finally embrace the Renaissance. When more territories come to the fold. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Max stability. You got good monthly increase anyhow. You even have that as a national focus, which you might as well keep that. As long as she's still alive. Oh my goodness. And it's all thanks to global trade power. National tax modifier. We are rich. Well, soon to be. And with that, that'll slow down that yearly corruption. But of course, we're still trying to root out. I mean, if there was no corruption at all, which, as it's set to expire next spring. No, damn it! 3 more years. Damn it! I thought it was 2 more years. So, yes, we're making a huge fortune right now. So yes, we're saving up money, and then call on the Jains to that they have monopoly on the textiles. Despite the fact that I really want to invest in it, but thanks to the high stability, this will also make institutions spread faster. Real question is, how fast? At least 1% in some areas. A little more. Okay. 2nd of May. Give that back. Which again, the claims of, hey, I want those provinces. Your subjects' provinces. But that's why we're taking them apart bit by bit. And we'll have this mission complete. Oh, you don't have that kind of money? Don't you worry. When you make it, I'll get it off of you. Knowing that we're going to be enemies one day. Alright. Mission complete. By tightening our grip over the upper Indus region, we've acquired a good base for expansion for the south. Let us follow the Indus to its mouth and add lands ascend to our domain. Sort of. So there you go. Free diplomatic power. And a little more trade power for Gujarat. Hang on. Till a month. Bohemia is still the HRE Emperor. It's gonna happen no matter what, so be prepared. Because everything's gonna go to hell in a handbasket. We have no trade power at all. But Gujarat, despite its size reduced, it's still got a very good control of trade, because you not only hold the trade node yourself, but also trade ideas, traditions. You've done very well for yourself. So, Kathmandu, Awati, Mughal particulars, that's going to be from over there, so we'll put them down as well. Tirhuti. Get to position. We can take out all of them. And I think I would probably wait a few more years or so, and then we'll get the giants. Again, are you sure you don't have that kind of money? But anyways, thanks for the business. Soon it'll have its own army and navy. So yeah, technically we never had a navy at all. We had the coast briefly, but we realized we couldn't core it. But when we integrate them one day, well, they'll definitely come to us. So get ready to put them down, old man. Call them back. You did what you could. And I wait for the day you get that money, and then we'll get it off of you. We had a thing going, man, but instead you chose to be hostile. Hey, how you doing? That's chump change. Since we took a bit of Malwa off of that area, I wonder. Malwa. Jaunpur copy. No. Mewat. Multan. Just looking up areas that used to be, you know, one of those independent Rajput states. And I thought, well, we should release one as a vassal and tell Malwa to give more land back to them. Ratanpur. Bagakan. Ratanpur. Copy. Kalinja. Didn't I see that name? Yeah, Kalinja. How much? Oh, that's copy. Which we can get that off of them. Yeah, just save me a few lives in taking relevant areas. Yeah, that's an idea. Bundokan. Don't we have that? Bagokan. Bagokand. Bundokand. Bagokan. Oh, there's similar spellings. Muat. No. You're thinking of Muar. These similar names. Why can't you Rajasthanis come up with something that is distinctive instead of similar sounding names? Although, to be fair, not... I mean, there's Rajasthanis there, but still. Just these two people of these Indo-Aryan zones. It's just... like, why can't you come up with something that's the original sounding? They all have similar meanings, and I get what they are. Because I'm thinking about... like, hey, let's release another subject and use what little favors we have left of them to get them apart bit by bit. So this is kind of like our empire is still expanding, but indirectly through diplomatic means. So again, further review of who should we. So it's likely going to be Kalpi. Kalinja. Kalinja. Ga. In fact, could that be defined by areas? Just to make it easier? So what were the other missions? So they tell you to hold these. And we would have to take them by force because... Nivat and Hadot. 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 Okay. I think we got one. Yeah, it's from there. Just examining. That's pretty good area. Just for starters. Okay. I've always wanted to create newer vassals, so let me see. Rantambo. Yes, there'll be Hindus and it's run by Rajasthani. Okay, you got it, because I was getting tired of holding that fort. So, that means Rajasthani. Government undefined because we just released you. So, return these two core provinces to us. By to us, I mean to our vassal here, which will also one day be integrated. So now you have 4 vassals. Calm down. Malwa. Malwa, if we help you out and win the war, that means more favors, and that means we'll use these said favors to get more land off of you. And you have decided to go to war against Vijayanagar. With our combined strength, we will take them out together, but we're going to be a bit hindered off the start, so it's only a matter of time before help will arrive to help you out of this situation. There better be more fortune for us, and if we help you out very well, good. And since you're at war, that means I can't get more land off of you. But my vassals will be there. So yes, we will accept. But we will support you in a moment, so I can only, let me see. Wait, this one's already ready to take care of the separatists. Anywhere that pops up. So, we'll send 2 armies to your way. So we should be more of a match against Vijayanagar. And hopefully you'll get some land off of them to make your way down if you defeat them. And that's the reason why you attacked them. Because they're allied with them. Guess you were mobilized for some time. And after the war, well, gotta release more land, and I'll probably get Kalpi released. And then we'll have Jhansi. Notable place that I know in Indian history. Jaisma. Aha. Okay. So what if, you know, it's like, if I'm going to integrate another country, Bangladesh will be first, and then they'll be released again as Jaisma, just to get this bit. Maybe. Maybe. Just our slow crawl to expand there, but at least we are expanding, but not aggressively, but politically by using favors. And now that we're at war, as we're going to support Malwa, and if we can defeat Vijayanagar, man, the many favors I would get him. Not only to get one another province off of them, but do not worry, we have the manpower. We know they've been spending and knowing that they will increase their size, and we don't know. I mean, they have offensive ideas, so they'll put up a fight. And with the complete offensive ideas, that means... Yep. Land fire, siege, discipline. And these ideas that they have, cavalry combat ability, but infantry and cavalry combat ability. Oh, they'll fight hard. And so will we. While these Malvi traditions are theirs, they have infantry combat, fort defense, and you've got defensive ideas. That's a Croatian way of doing things. So army tradition, but if you can get one more, morale of army, so you can last long in a fight. So we're on our way. Let's move out. Because support the ally, then we'll fend off the Vijayanagari forces. Well, whichever the supply limit is good. Ah, here it is. And Oh man, uprising is gonna be over. We got a lot of work cut off for you, Hassan Shah, Grand Old Man of the Army. That's why we're calling you that. And now our newest vassals will be in action. If they got the money for it. Once the morale is full, we'll begin our advance. To begin our support. Move here. Anytime now. Ignore them. We'll get the prestige by winning battles. And no doubt after this war, we'll finally embrace the Renaissance. Gods dang. What are you saying, gods? Well, then again, you do acknowledge Hinduism around here a bit, so. Now they're focusing on the Western Front and now the Eastern Front. Well, this is where we have to play a role. Get the position here. We're trying to be cautious here. Come on, old man. What you got? Oh, don't worry. We'll get the loyalty from the Jains back up again. Local goods produced to be. But it's just only locally. Not the whole area. Just get it. We'll get back to you later. Post-war. If they dare go to my forts, then they're going to be dealing with the jungle. Oh my goodness. There's more of them. They're really committed to fighting against us. And you know there's going to be more and more numerous, so we better deal with them now, or everything is going to go in a handbasket. Move! Oh, beeswax, this is the worst time. Because, you know, we have to deal with all of them. Well, we gotta beat back this massive army of theirs. It's jungle here. Which means dice roll for attacker. Keep advancing, you two. We'll stay there just to give them a... And, like, just wait till full force. And then we could defeat them together here. Alright. All forces, move in. Battle will start later. Question is, will they commit or will they retreat? 42,000 plus many more to come here. Let's hope our elite Rajput regiments will kill off a few of those, much like, you know, if they take that massive loss, they're going to be out of manpower. We're almost full, so just think of this. Morale of armies, a little bit of professionalism these days. And this is the first time that a lot more than just 3 Rajput regiments would be in action. And we know that the Vijayanagar don't have Rajputs down there. They have Marathis. Let's do this. We'll take that penalty. Reinforcements are full. Committed everyone here. 14th of April. But we're taking massive casualties compared to... Hang on. Summer pool. No, we did not take a river crossing. Anyways, the wealth of nations was the first great work in political economy and the cornerstone of what later became known as the Laissez-faire. Mariam Zamani has introduced the concept of the invisible hand. The intrinsic ability of a system of perfect library to control itself and still give rise to an orderly society through the mechanism of competition. For how long? 5 years. Her reputation will reach further than our borders. Or just go for administrative. I was thinking, no, you'll get prestige for winning battles. I thought it was diplomatic, but that's technology reduction. Sure, prestige will be good enough, but diplomatic technology, it will be reduced no matter what. Okay, just get the administrative tech. They got a little more. 1.79, 1.73. It looks even, but got a better dice roll on me. They have a little more artillery than we do. Oh my god. They've thrown everything but the kitchen sink at us. Using fire, that's our advantage. But okay, they're out of here. Oh my goodness. Very bloody battle in the jungle of Sambapur. Honestly, I think we lost more in that battle. 16,000. That's needed. That general there's had 6 shock. No wonder why he was giving us a beating. You know, we have musketeers, and based on that appearance, that's not musketeers. What's the military tech? It's 12. Vijayanagar 11. They are a bit outclassed. But we surely gave them a lashing that they'll never forget. And neither do we. Okay, which one of you's got good morale? One's got to pull back to deal with that uprising up there. We'll make a slight retreat until we recover. So they know we were losing and they had to withdraw. They got the objective, but so we found our match then. Took them all out. Anyone else? There's no nearby fort, so you have to stay there. Yes, sir. Oh, there's 2 forts nearby. Don't worry about that. You'll take care of that. Our best general is still going to be at the front. By the way, support. They should not operate independently. No separatism here. They're gonna get annihilated. Now they withdrew out of there. Again, slightly outnumbered, but tactically we were better than them, but our discipline is similar. Oh, you're gonna take care of that for us? Okay, good. So that means they're gonna be shifting to the western front. So it's gonna take brute force to defeat them. Classic savage combat. Let's move out to the western front. Because that's where they're advancing now. Another massive battle should kill off their manpower entirely. Amago Ochi. Well, it looks like the final reunification of Japan is happening. In fact, there are Japanese inland in Asia. What is that? We await for their arrival. They're gonna kill you! And it's jungle, so they may have a chance, but... A 3-star general. Well then. That's good to know. One of you might pull back. You know, since we're all that way. You have one more maneuverability than him. You're the one pull back, old man. We'll advance. I'm gonna take a risk here. Go save your comrades. Oh no, they got there in time. They got out of there. Wish we could provoke him right now so we could just get it over with. Oh dear. Bengal doesn't want to quit. If they ask the Bahmanis for military access, we're screwed. Hold here. Hold position here. If they come attack us, we'll take the brunt of the storm. No, they stopped. Good. See if you can get over here. Profiteering Motan. Greedy Yakan. You don't want any more particularists. We'll just have that opinion go down. Alliance may possibly break up with them. Actually, what good would that do? There's a fort there. Pull back. We're withdrawing. We need to unite. We need more mysticism. Morale of armies helps. Now they're coming to us. Stop there, NJ. We'll advance together. We'll go over here. The dilemma are disloyal. That doesn't help. What do I got to do to give it to you? This may help, but yeah, we gotta have that again. Knowing that as much as we have a habit of converting, but this is just to get the Lord to drift that way. Just when it was. Carefully. That general who's moving, yeah, that's the one with the shock. But that's not their very best general. He's still out there somewhere. They're gonna try to pull back, so we gotta chase him out. By the way, you should have enough money to embrace the Renaissance now. Well, not yet, but no doubt we'll be paying for maintenance once we fight this next terrible battle. It's a what? Vassal. Oh, I know what they were doing. Damn them. We can't get in there. There's 2 forts there. I don't like this, but we gotta ask them. We can't flank around. We gotta get around this way. Because with their combined strength, it will destroy them. Not a withdrawal. A little later. Maybe 2000. Knowing during the course of the war, since I'm just mainly focused on it. The last thing I would want to think about is a Renaissance. Position here. Wait for the others. I don't know why I decided to take the long way around. Despite the fact we have a clear and open path here. But here's a jungle and a river crossing, so if they dare, I dare them to come here. So remain in your position. See where this goes. War enthusiasm is low, but very high for Vijayanagar. So they ran out of manpower because they've either used up all of their force limit, and in addition, the reinforcements that, oh my god, is that the ruler himself? That boy has been well trained in martials education. 6 fire 5 shack. Once everybody arrives, bring your A game. We have a Cindy general who has a 3-star. He's more of a match to fight against them. So yeah, they brought every single one of them. They're coming! They're gonna do it. They are madmen. Dabho. Dabho. River crossing. Jungle. They stupid! Are they really stupid? 30,000 Mughals plus 4,000 from Bangladesh, 2,000 from Sindh, and another 4,000 from Sindh. One of which, Hadmirji Sultan, is our 3-star general. That would support us. Well, you will all play a role here. Because our man here, Muhammad Shah Naziruddin, he's 2 fire 4 shock move 4 maneuver. We have a few guns, but more will be coming soon. Especially this one. They aren't as drilled as they once were. But only the Rajputs have a little more. So, thanks, Arjo. As I said, these are the ones that we give them a little more extra firepower ever since we give them that privilege. So, some may be, but when more come, they may play a role in driving them out. So, let's do that math again. 4,000, so 39,000 total plus 23,000, so that's 62,000, and then another 93, so that's damn. Okay, look, this is how much we are bringing to the table. 76 plus 4,000. So that's 80,000. Another one is 81,000. 85,000. 85,000 versus this many of them. Possibly many more along the way. Are they really serious that they're going to come up here? If the movement is locked, as we said, bring your A game. Reinforcements are on the way. Hold the line. Regarding this province here. Tropical. Attrition for enemies. Attrition for all of us, in fact. There's no ongoing monsoon. I mean, as far as terrain's concerned. No monsoon season here. But it's going to be fought up here. This could be a great loss or a great victory. And it starts now. A battle of 2 3-star generals. Again, the Maharaj, 6 fire, 5 shock, 2 maneuver. Amjad Sultan of Sindh, 3 fire, 6 shock. We have a little more shock, but they got a little more fire. But they're going to take a river cross penalty and coming across the jungle, which we held our position to overwatch them, but instead they're coming in full force. Reinforcements will arrive on tomorrow, and in 2 days, more reinforcements, which should give them relief. No pressure. They withdrew. They could have stand there and just take all this bloodletting, but they've realized they made a terrible mistake. We got them. We only took 4,000 casualties. Thank you, you two. Releasing Sind was the best idea. Oh my goodness. With them being out of manpower, and they lost some regiments along the way. Entirety of some regiments, so this should start going our way, but we got a lot of forts to take down. And we're still relatively quite fresh. Don't worry about the particularists. Just don't worry about them, because it'll go away, hopefully. Advance. All areas. In fact, these are all hills. Control the hills. Maybe my math was a bit incorrect. Oh, what the? You madman! It's another 3-star general. Madman! Also, by the way, you're not the ruler. Despite the name Sultan, you are actual general. Whereas he is the ruler general. Killed off all the infantry there. Alright. Pull back. Rashid Naziruddin, our advisor, died. Don't we have someone talented that is cheap? If you want to keep that diplomatic reputation up, then pay up. But at least it'll cost less. Just won't get as much. We gotta take that capital down if we want to win this. 60,000 strong right now. But we're still in relatively good condition. So they say. Move up. No, no sir. Man, they're very good at their defenses. We have to bring down these forts instead. Who's the siege master? As in, who's good at siege? 2, 1. Okay, you're the man. Muhammad Shah, you're the man. Man for the job. Show them what it means to be a Mughal. Those Bengali separatists are hopping mad. I don't know how long we're gonna be there before, you know, they're gonna start their uprising. We're gonna have to take care of them. Or we could try to delay them because you've never ever used harsh treatment. Thanks to your innovativeness, there's a reduction of that. Plus, you're not going to spend anything military related anytime soon. And in post-war, we'll get the new cannons. You know what? Do that. Because I'm in no mood for this. At least we don't have to spend as much. And when we embrace the Renaissance, we'll level it up. Never do that option. But yet, we had to. Control these hills. Oh, there he is again. big scary bastard. If we try to take him out together, that won't do good for us. As long as Hamirji is with us, we may have a chance. But we're letting them get away. Stop them! Withdraw. We can enter to Vijayanagar now, but cut them off. They were moving up. So you know how there's supply lines? Well, we're here to cut them off. Let them take care of Vijayanagar. More local recruiting. Our decision to ensure that local privileges will be honored has meant that peasants are keen to defend their villages. This, in turn, has added a great benefit of people being less resentful about serving our military. We are pleased. And our heir is benevolent. Good to know with our new subjects. That means we won't get her ruining things. So finally, a nice guy. Unlike the greedy bastard, which we could have made a lot more if he wasn't so damn greedy. But the taxation is going way up. That badass general of theirs. Again, Hamirji, you have 3 fire, 6 shot maneuver, but you've yet to pick up a whatchamacall leadership trait, do you? No, you haven't. There they are. Let's find them. Search and destroy. Get them to an area where they must fight. Paryushana. Paryushana marks the holiest period of the Jain religious calendar. It is the time of fasting, austerity, and absolution. Members of the Jain community use this time for prayer, meditation, and asking forgiveness from their fellows. Jain ministers employed in the Mughal administration petition the state to ask that the slaughter of animals be prohibited for the duration of Paryushana. While a costly proposal for our butchers to suggest that the state could make up for the loss of profit. Don't worry, I'll still use that privilege sometime, but the ulema's gonna hate this. And we'll make it up to them when we stop with the mysticism stuff. But local unrest, state maintenance, lowered state maintenance means more income. Or alternatively, no. The Jains will be disloyal, and that would... We got enough problems already, so prohibiting animal slaughter. Damn it, man. Now you got a very disloyal estate. Yeah, it hurts the national tax modifier a bit, but... The unrest. The unrest, man. Okay, both armies present. They're besieging their capitals. Their armies are committed up here. We can annihilate them if we can get them all over here. Assigned here is hills. Take them out. Well, we're committed no matter what. We'll use our numbers. We got our general. Very best. We're just mauling them, killing off regiment after regiment. Amirji still has not gotten a leadership trait. Come on, man. We know we have it in you. We're just only delaying him. You can give him another harsh treatment if you wish, but it's already spent. Where are we? Get all that manpower back, and then we'll start going this way to legalism, which will make it even richer. Just getting, yeah. I can see that. I know some of you are tired from war, but damn it. We've got to find a way to end this by destroying, annihilating the Vijayanagar military until they surrender. They must surrender. One army got away. But we have to destroy the army of their general. Oh hell. What are you guys doing? Muhammad Shah died in an accident while leading his troops during an exercise. The artillery corps mourned his passing. Damn it, there goes our cannoneer. He was the best of the Mughal generals. Well then. Think. Alamgir. Not as good. You're gonna have to take his place now that we're in friendly territory. We don't have as much talented generals as we used to. They've passed on. By the way, Alamgir was another name of Aurangzeb. Their capital has fallen. Vijayanagar should be pieced out separately sooner or later, because I really want to get out of here. Oh! Get them while their morale is low. Nope, they're back up to being high now. Move out. This way. Move to position. Transferred. Quality wool. Recent shipments of wool have been of unsurpassed quality, earning our nation extra money. Good. Enough to embrace the Renaissance if you wish to. But as I said, wait until post-war. You're being partitioned, taken apart. At least as long as Bengal don't make too many claims, I'm fine. Oh yeah. That's all I gotta say. Stop them. They're retreating south. Didn't think I would see that. Should we or should we not? These damn forts. Stay here. Begin their siege. Thank God it's over. We have taken severe casualties in this war, mostly due to attrition, but certainly by combat, especially combat. We lost nearly half of our manpower. Well, not quite, but you get the idea. And certainly, that war exhaustion didn't help it, with the attrition and all that. What did you win out of this? Vijayanagar cedes only Thana. But you got what you wanted. How many favors did I get out of you? 21. Good, good. Now, return to the Bengal region, where there's about to be a rebellion there. Even though we lost our best general of the age. Oh, wait a minute. Does that mean... Hassan Shah, you old bastard, you're still around. What? Hey, one thing's for certain. Corruption is gone. And now, we make a lot of fortune here. Okay, once we've returned, let's get rid of that military access. Well, meanwhile, return this here. Lose one and gain one. That's the deal. Because remember that original part of the plan of, it's like, hey, let's create more vassals. Well, you know, all that. Soon we'll end our alliance with Malwa. Soon. The last thing I ever want to see is Vijayanagar, but as long as we expand and gain our strength, then we have a chance to fight against them. So the war proves that we can hold off on our own. So this is going to take a long time for them to recover. And this is... ah, damn it. Just 2 more years. This would be your greatest chance to strike back at them. If only we can get back together. Maybe, just maybe. What say you on improving relations? To see if we can get back together, hmm? Just like the good old days. Yeah, sure. Playing the courts. While the Hanafi school is officially sanctioned school of the Empire, there are many courts and qadis throughout our lands, and all 4 schools favor deemed appropriate for civil procedures. This means that to some extent it is possible to play the courts by bringing a case before a qadi of a school is considered more likely to give a beneficial ruling to a specific case. Entrepreneuring, merchants and asaks has become so good at this that this has angered not only the local population and his business competitors, but also the local governor. There's not much we could do about this without making inroads to the privileges of the ulema. Gosh dang it. You really want to do more of that, but hey, we want the manpower. We had a severe mauling, so pragmatism must come before theology, which will be for 10 years. Okay. Use it. Got your manpower back. And we'll recover nicely so we can be ready for the next war. Which in 6 years we'll fight against Bengal. Or whoever. In fact. Also, in addition, to help with the dilemma. Oh yes, elite regiments. Now, since we have this professionalism, while this technology still exists, firearms can be a deadly force on your battlefield. In order to be efficient, however, firearms require regular training and steady supply of ammunition. For a regular levy army, this obviously can be hard to maintain. A soldier that has to go home and tend to his fields is not one that will regularly exercise with his weapon. While we cannot change our entire army structure in one stroke, we can ensure that a corps of highly trained salaried troops specialize in these weapons. So this will make an army drill gain modifier faster. Now adopt the title of Khalifa and move towards legalism more. Now, perhaps I'll give you a privilege, whatever it may be. That's as long as it doesn't give away crown land. That's all I care. We'll come back to that one day. I feel sorry that I've alienated from all of you. So the total is 31. It used to be 35, but since we just increased the land maintenance modifier, so we can drill our troops faster than before. And until the reinforcing is complete, and we'll make a lot more. When our troops return, stop Vogue access. Okay. TK. Oh, we're already... Okay. Thank you. Now all I need is one more vassal, but of course if you want to integrate one, you gotta improve relations with one of them. So, it's gonna be you first. Yeah, we pissed off the ulema long enough. Oh yeah, copy. That's the next subject I plan on releasing. It is small, but every little bit helps. And I technically never used this territory. I never turned this to a state, I should say. What? Karanja. Copy. Well, every little bit helps, you know. So, too bad I won't get to Malwa. So, we did what we could. So, surround. So, we'll know when that uprising will occur. You got no more core provinces to return to me, do you? No more. Okay. For now. As I'm looking around. It's Jawanpur. Bagokanda. Ratanpur. Ratanpur. As I said, it's just a similarity to these names. That's why I had problematic of... Okay, it's like... That's why you don't keep them in the territories for long. So it's basically either these two or copy. Bunduk. Yeah, Bundukand is not there. I know it's confusing, but we'll end this episode very soon. And we'll deal with the uprisings in the next. You want to get it out of this. But hey, I'm happy that we got Sind. So it's possible that I will release one more vassal just to get another core province, and then that is it. No more alliance with Malwa. You're next. Knowing that you have weakened yourself quite a bit, while we only grew stronger, and we can afford more, meaning that we should create the fourth army. Let's see what we could do in the next episode, but until then, so long for now.